Hello everybody, Melvin again, and their beautiful wife. She is working on trying to upload videos. We have been having much difficulty in getting videos loaded onto the channel, so it's just been really frustrating. We've been working on trying to get the videos loaded for, gosh, what, 3 weeks probably, and nothing has been successful. We're finally to an RV park that hopefully we'll be able to do that. Sorry for the loud noise. I am in the middle of cooking dinner. This is dinner. We've got some chicken and we've got some pasta here that I'm going to put the chicken in to be able to make us something kind of like spaghetti and so forth. It's just kind of a collage of some seasoning that I had already had, and stir that just a little bit, and I can tell you what the name of it is if I can find it. There it is. Weber's roasted garlic and herb seasoning with a little bit of garlic powder in there and some salt, and that's all that we got in it. So chicken's almost done. But the reason I am, or we're doing this video tonight, is because God is always interesting as far as how He deals with us and where He sends us, and how short of a notice that we have sometimes to be able to go do things. So we had left Shreveport after getting the brakes, rotors turned. That turned into ordeal there at Shreveport. We were planning on getting new rotors and brakes, because the front brakes need to be redone at the same place that we had done brakes in November of 24. So they were right there at Shreveport. So sorry for the loud noise. That's my hood on my little stove. It makes it really hot in here if I don't have that on. But anyway, the rotors that they had got ordered was the wrong rotors, of course, and they sent more out, and those were wrong. So because of all of that, we were there probably, how long were we there, babe? 4 hours at the brake place? About 4 hours. Wasn't we at the brake place about 4 hours? Or 5 hours. Well, anyway, we ended up leaving there. Went to, where did we end up going to? What was the name of the place that we ended up going to in Missouri? Charleston, Missouri. So it's really interesting how God does all of this, in that we live on faith, and that's our main motto, is faith and obedience in this walk. I know I'm doing kind of a crazy video that's probably going to be drive crazy because I'm walking around and I'm trying to cook and everything all at the same time. But I wanted to get this video done just because I think it's necessary for people to understand when God moves, you know, we are to move no matter how kind of crazy it sounds or feels in our lives. So we left Shreveport, got to Charleston, Missouri. We had got into, while we were getting the brakes done, we had actually got into the Dogwood and Azalea Festival that this little town has.
Did you tell about the $80?
I hadn't yet.
Okay.
No.
I gotta tell about that first.
At Shreveport?
No. The place before we get to Shreveport.
Oh, okay.
So,
while we were in DeQuincy.
We were in DeQuincy.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to.
So we were in DeQuincy, and the lady that was our vendor neighbor that we had met, I had backed up her trailer to start the event, or before the event, so she could leave because she's not real good at backing it up. Well, after the event's over, at midnight or so, she asked me to back it up again so they could load their stuff up. Well, in doing so, there was another vendor there that had wooden rocking chairs that they had made. Well, that chicken is so good. Well, and I accidentally broke off a really small piece of the rocker on the what do you call that?
Are you wanting to cut this up?
Yeah, it needs to be cut up or pulled apart or something. You can probably pull it apart with the tongs and the fork. Just as easy. The tongs and the fork is real tender. Anyway, I accidentally broke it. Well, the lady pretty much was ugly to me because I had done that, and it was a $79 little kids rocker. And when I went ahead and paid her $80 for the rocker and took the rocker and gave it to the lady that I had backed the trailer up for, because we have nowhere to put a kid's rocker, nor do we need that in this RV.
She had a young daughter that she would give it to, so that she went ahead and took it reluctantly because she had a young daughter that she said, I'll just give it to my daughter.
And she wanted to pay us for the rocker, and I was like, nope.
That wasn't the reason for us telling her about that.
Not at all. So, anyway, we get to Shreveport, made arrangements to stay at the RV park that we had stayed at in November of 24, when we had tires done across the road and the brakes at that time.
Just won't disclose where we were at for purposes. You'll find out why.
Yeah. So, anyway, we were there, and I gave the lady $80 because the particular space that the only one she had available, had a broken water hydrant because somebody had broke it about 3 days later, leaving the park.
Yeah.
Okay. So she charged us less money just because of that. We had to hook up to a different site and so forth. Well, I gave her money for 2 nights. $80. So, because we didn't know how long it was going to take to get the brakes done and so forth. Well, we told her what we do, and as
As soon as we said it, she got extremely emotional.
Very
Because she said it was very near and dear to her heart. And that being said, she reached over to the desk where she laid the money, and she gave the money back, and she said these words. She said, "You're not paying for a space here, nor in the future," this is the reason why we're not telling where it's at, but in the future, because of the nature of what we're doing, she said, "You're not going to pay for one in the future as well." And she gave back the $80. Well, she had somebody come into the office, and so we kind of walked away so she can kind of do her business there in the office. And I looked at Melvin and I said, "Do you realize what just happened?" He was like, "What?" And I said, "A rocking chair?" "Yeah." I said, "You know the $80 that she just gave back?" And his eyeballs got about that big around. Because of the $80 miracle that just happened to us, we paid for a rocking chair because of an accident, and God turned around and said, here's the $80 back. So that was an $80 miracle.
Right
then and there.
Right.
We get to Charleston. Like he was saying, we get to Charleston. And how far did you get? God sent us this direction?
That's all I got.
God sent us this direction.
This morning, after we got up, we were drinking coffee, and I get a text message from a pastor friend of mine that we had met in late September. And I think it was the 27th of September. And just out of the blue, he hadn't communicated with me since September of last year, when we had met this guy for the first time. And I spoke something to him and gave him some things that he needed to do to go in the path that God wanted him to go in. And he had actually done it, he said. God closed the door of something that he was doing and has opened up a tremendous amount of other things that's going on in his life now. And he, for whatever reason, he contacted me.
Thought of us 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, thought of us 3 weeks ago. Because of what I had spoke to him about in September of 25. And he ends up trying to find my phone number that we exchanged phone numbers, and it took him 3 weeks to find it. So he finally finds it.
That's all God's timing. So don't y'all start freaking out on him.
No, definitely not. So it took 3 weeks for him to find my number. He sent me a text message today. We talk, and he has a couple that is dealing with some very extreme spiritual warfare and
God talks
in
in
demonic
a very specific way.
And this guy said that the couple that's dealing with this, God speaks to them similar to how God speaks to us. Okay? And I believe he said that they had a 17-year-old.
I think so.
I think this is correct.
I think that's the same people.
I think it's the same people. Has a 17-year-old that a pedophile had gone after as well. So he thought of us because of what we are in the process of working on. Mm-hmm. So anyway, I asked him, I said, I got a question I need to ask you. And he said, okay. I said, do you want us to come there now? And he said, definitely yes.
He said, yes.
Like a definite yes. So we immediately start asking God for the confirmation of what we're supposed to do. And
now, not only that is the fact that
I'm gonna turn.
We're looking at about 10 to 20 mile an hour wind.
Where we're located.
Right. Because last night,
about 2:30 in the morning.
Harvey has issues. Harvey's an old dude. Harvey's jacks don't work. His leveling jacks.
To stabilize.
His leveling jacks just don't work.
Mm-mm.
So when we say that this wind got to rocking this RV, this wind got to rocking the RV, and it was fierce.
Yes.
So
it was a little scary.
It was a little scary. Yes.
There for a few minutes.
Yes.
Because the wind, it just came out of nowhere. It was like all upon us quickly.
But that not just that though. We have to think about 10 to 20 mile an hour winds with tents at an event with 80 to 90% chance of rain. Huge issue.
It just wasn't going to compute real well.
I mean, we're talking Mary Poppins kind of style going.
Tent.
Yes.
Yeah, the tent would be. You gonna get our toast?
Yep.
So anyway, God confirmed that we're supposed to go.
Yep.
And the way God confirmed it was I had to. We had paid for 5 nights.
$20 each night.
To stay at this little RV park where we were last night. So it was $20 a night for 5 nights. So we had stayed one night.
Get me computing.
And we would have $80.
Ooh, there it is again.
If they would give them a refund on it. So
this is where we start praying, because for any of this to happen, God has to prepare the hearts for what is about to happen. Now, think about it. 2 places, not just the one that we were at, that we're supposed to be at setting up today. But we had already made contact with somebody yesterday about next weekend, and she was a school teacher
over on the other side of Missouri, right, close to Springfield.
So that being said, she was a school teacher, so needless to say, when she found out what we were doing with kids, she was extremely excited about us coming. So God had to prepare all of these hearts for what was about to come. Keep that in mind. Go ahead.
So you gonna get something to put the toast on?
I am.
Okay.
Maybe.
Anyway, I go to the place that we had rented the space for the RV to see if I could get the refund. And it didn't take but just a few minutes, and they had brought me $80 cash. So keep in mind this, for us to go to Ohio, where this pastor friend of mine is almost on Lake Erie. For us to be able to go, we would not be able to do the event that we were already scheduled. And we would also have to have the $80 back. Otherwise, we couldn't even buy fuel for this RV to get anywhere. Because prior to us getting the refund of the $80 and the $170, I think it was, that we were going to pay for the event, we had, when we left Little Rock, because we stayed in Little Rock the night before,
we had a whopping,
we had $43.36 to our name in any cash or wherever. to be able
To our name, period.
Like once we paid for the RV spot and also the event, we would have $43 and 36 cents, and we have to buy ice, and that was like $3.14 last night and again today. So anyway,
this is called fate, people.
We
How many you want?
just two. So we got the $80 back, finished up what we were doing, went to the event today, told them who we were, and they started pulling out the packet, and I said, we got a little issue
with us,
and the lady was like, oh no, because she had just got finished telling us that everybody was having issues.
Well, they just being turds.
Or just not being very nice.
Yeah, she was dealing with a lot of hateful people. Anyway,
I said, no, God is sending us in a different direction. A pastor friend of mine has asked us to come to help with a situation as quick as we could.
And she was like, oh, I'm good with that.
She was like, that was easy peasy. And the other guy there was the same deal.
He was like,
go. You know, with God saying go, just go.
You gotta go.
And that's pretty much what we did. We let the other person know that we're supposed to go somewhere next weekend.
Now keep in mind, like I said, God had to prepare these people's hearts, because they could have been really upset.
Absolutely.
Including the campground. And campgrounds usually don't give a refund.
Right. They don't give refunds. So we get all of that squared away with them, and then we call a place in Kentucky that would be on the way to Ohio, where we got to go to see if we can get into that place.
And it'll be on the way just to get some money to get there. The only purpose.
Because here's the deal, guys. $250 in a Class A, feeding the fuel on a Class A RV, you get about 5, maybe if you're coasting a good bit, 6 miles to the gallon towing a car in this 26-year-old vehicle.
RV has needs.
So we left out with $250 in our pocket that we retained or got refunded to be able to go just start on this journey. So if we get to this event, and I think right now on Saturday, just a one-day event. And
starts at 10, ends at 4. The rain chances at this particular moment 50% to 100% from 10 to 4.
So the likelihood of us being able to do very much is just not going to be real great.
Slim to none, but there's
So,
a reason.
you know, and we're just kind of going, okay, God, we trust you in what we're supposed to be doing.
Absolutely.
You know, this pastor friend of mine said, when we told him that we were on the way, he said, I would say you're crazy, but I know better.
I know how the Spirit works.
He said, I know how the Spirit works. I've seen it happen with you guys already in the short time I already knew you.
He's experienced it himself.
and he's experienced it himself since then. So, we have made it from...
now, wait a second.
We
hold
on.
leave the campground.
Uh-huh.
And we don't load up Winchester, the car, because we have to get fuel in Harvey. So we go to, I said, there's a Love's just a few exits down. Let's go there. And he said, okay, well, hook up the car there. Great. So we go to the Love's. So as we're going,
let me tell this part about that big truck. It was sitting in the parking lot.
Oh yeah, you gotta do that first.
I need to tell about this. This is so cool, guys. When you're in the middle of prayer, coming out. I'm in the middle of prayer.
Praying. You're there praying.
Yeah, she's in the RV, which is 2 or 3 minutes from where this place is. So I come out of the building after I get the $80 in cash, and I'm going, God, you got to help us. We cannot do this on our own. Did we hear you correctly in leaving this event? And this is before we actually went and go to talk to the people at the event today. This is right after I had gotten $80
just for the RV
just
space.
for the RV space.
Yep.
I come out, and there's this 26-foot box truck sitting in the parking lot that wasn't there when I went in, and it has a phone number on the side, and in the phone number has a 777, okay, and
God's number,
which is God's number, and also 727, which is God is sending a messenger ahead of us.
Luke.
Okay,
7:27.
Luke 7:27.
Yep.
Okay. Right underneath the phone number, it says precise measurements.
Woo-hoo. Yep.
And I was just like, whoa, couldn't believe that. But in bigger lettering, and if I can figure out how to add that to this video, I will try to add that to this. It had, what was the wording, sweetie?
Cross precision?
No, that was actually underneath the phone number. It said cross precision measurements. Okay, and then another place on the side, it had accuracy matters. Accuracy matters. And I'm just going, really, God? What a confirmation that we are supposed to set out even before we even go to talk to the event coordinator today.
And as he is doing that, I am listening to the songs. When I'm in prayer mode kind of thing, I'm kind of listening to songs kind of quietly and kind of talking to the Father. And as he's doing that, and I get the message from him at 12:07, I pause the video I'm listening to and receive your message. And when I go back to, and it's back there. When I go back to look at what time I paused the video, it was 1 minute and 7 seconds into a 7 minute and 7 second video. So you had 777. When you sent that to me.
So then we leave there after we get the RV finished getting it ready to go, and go to get fuel. On the way to get fuel, Michelle sees.
You're behind me, so I'm getting off the exit first.
Yeah.
And as I'm getting off the exit, the car in front of me has 6:45.
6:45.
At the same time, there is on the odometer is 5041. I know y'all have no idea what those are.
So John 6:45 says what, sweetie?
Oh shoot! Hold on.
I can't cut this off.
I know, but we're gonna do it this way. So, John 6:45, because I don't want to misquote it, because it's very, very, very important.
Okay.
Very important. John, there's 10. There's 5. All right, 6:45. As it is written in the scriptures, they will all be taught by God. Everyone who listens to the Father and learns from Him comes to me.
Goodness.
Woo! Yes.
Goodness.
Good stuff.
So, hold on. Bring that back.
Oh,
Bring
that's
it
right.
back.
541. So it had
541.
5041. Okay. And Harvey's tag has got 541 in it because he's just awesome. All right. Yes, I love my Harvey and my Winchester. All right, 541. So, on this page, hold on, let me turn it around.
This is really cool, guys.
All right, on this page, there's 541, right there.
Mm-hmm.
On this page.
This page was marked on 1/12 of 2020.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all ready for this?
Hold it still.
Y'all ready for this?
Don't get it closer. God's timing.
God's timing.
Wow.
That's awesome.
What an incredible confirmation that God is sending us to Ohio, not understanding what we're really going to be doing.
I have no idea.
Other than helping a friend of ours
Minister to broken people.
Minister to broken people there. I don't even know really what that looks like. You know, honestly.
And that's what we told them. We're trusting
God.
That. We're trusting God for this, and we're heading out. But we don't know what all He has in store.
We don't have enough fuel money to even get there.
Now,
I mean, because we're 651 miles from the location that we're at to where we're supposed to be going to.
So I know you told them about talking to Chris, to him this morning.
Yes.
All right. Did you tell him about his brother?
No.
Okay. So you told him about the issues we've had about the videos being loaded up.
Yeah.
Well, and what's interesting is I heard him say that. I heard you talking about that on the video a while ago. What's interesting is that it did the first video back there, and on the computer. When I went to find it, I can't find it. I'm having to do it again. I mean, Satan is like fighting. So I'm having to do it again so I can get it and automatically put it into the folder that I'm needing in. So.
Wow.
Yeah. You didn't know about that part a while ago.
No, I did not. That's just incredible.
So.
There's something about this journey that we're trying to record for you guys that Satan is battling.
Oh, he's fighting
because he
hard.
doesn't want people to know the accuracy that we listen to God.
Absolutely.
To be able to get to the next place. And minister to whoever it is that He has us minister to.
So as we're talking to the pastor friend, and we're telling them about the YouTube channel and the videos and what have you, he goes, wait. Then he starts telling us about his brother. I can't remember if he lives in West Virginia or he's doing something in West Virginia, Can't remember that part.
He's in West Virginia right now.
But, no matter where he's at, he, guess what? Edits videos.
That's his job.
That's what he does.
And we're like, seriously?
Because we're trying to figure out how we can edit these videos and put the things in them that we need to do so we can put them on the YouTube channel so we can share these with y'all. And we've got like 10 of them.
Right.
But Satan's fighting us and we can't do it right now.
Right. We've only loaded one to the channel so far and it's just been a nightmare.
It's just Lord.
Trying to get it to work.
Yeah.
So I get $100 in fuel.
Yes.
And when I'm loading the car up, it kicks off.
So I'm in the car. He's
take over, baby.
I don't know what Bible it's in, but I'll find it.
Which one? The number?
The number. So anyway, yeah, both of them.
Tan and black one.
Both of them?
Which one?
The whole number of the. I told you that we don't have to worry about it. Okay. Anyways, let me continue on.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. So I've got the car onto the dolly, and I'm watching because I always wait to see if I got to turn my wheels so he can latch it underneath. And I'm watching the money on the gas pump, and I'm like, God, are you seriously? Because it's at $90-something, and I keep seeing it, and I can see the gallons too, and it was like 25, 26, and I said, God, when we hit $100, are you seriously going to show us a 274? So 274 is in one of your Bibles, and the only thing you have marked on page 274 is
God is not a man, He does not lie, He does not change His mind. Would He fail to bring whatever it is to
Correct.
to birth.
So, that being said, let me get these out of here now.
You need the light to be able to see.
No, I gotta just get it out.
Okay.
So that being said, we are, and sure enough, he nails it. $100 hits. 27 gallons, 0.405. And $7.45 you got in your Bible years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Back when we were living in Tennessee, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Before or after.
Maybe something like that.
So, and it talks about money.
Yep.
So
Sure
I
does.
tell him, don't worry about it. God's got everything taken care of.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, and that's what I said. We don't have to worry about it because God's going to take care of whatever, not what we want, but what we need.
Right.
So God's got this. That was his confirmation of showing us that he had us in the palm of his hand, and we're doing exactly what we're supposed to be doing.
So we are actually in one exit south of Elizabethtown right now, Kentucky, to be able to stay here tonight and then wait to kind of see what the weather is going to do for Saturday. If it looks like it's going to not be good weather, we will just continue on this journey and see what happens. You know, God will get us to wherever it is that he needs us to go to be able to minister to whoever it is. You know, it may not be, we may not end up where our pastor friend is, but it may be just the direction. You know, that's happened many times to us,
yes.
Is that God gets us going in a direction that he wants us to go. Even when we were on the phone with my pastor friend, I see 267, which is turn and go north. So that's what we're doing, is going north.
And we've been seeing it.
And I've been seeing it for a week. And even when we were sitting at this place going to go to it, I was still seeing it. So it's like God's still wanting us to go even more north, you know.
Getting beside Lake Erie's pretty. That's pretty far.
I mean, we were sitting on the shores of Lake Erie, the third week of May.
Yes.
So it's ending up. It may end up being roughly about the same time or a little bit before when we get there. I mean, this is what's the day? The 16th of April.
Yeah.
You know, and we may end up being in Lake Erie, you know, in a week. At Lake Erie in about a week.
Is like
it's
foreign
so
language
oh yeah,
to a lot of people. We
Yes.
get that.
Even believers that have a lot of faith, they don't walk with faith the way that you read in the Bible.
Well, and a lot of people are like, you know, you have to have full surrender. This kind of life is a full surrender kind of life. So, enough.
That's fine.
Okay. So.
That's a lot.
You said you was hungry.
I did.
So, this is a full surrender kind of life. That being said, a lot of people say, well, you know, I'm in God's will. Let me ask you a question. How do you know you're in God's will if you're not quiet enough to listen to his voice? Number one. Number two, if you're in God's will and God tells you to surrender something, the majority of the people that we've told, hey, you know, full surrender, you have to, what if God takes you, you know, what if your full surrender takes you out of your comfort zone? You have to sell your house and you have to do X, Y, and Z. No, not willing to do it. That's not a full surrender life. Because when we're willing, and my husband, and you've taught this, the three things of a I'm going to spit in here. 3 things of a Christ follower. Tell them what those are, baby.
3 things of a Christ follower. That's the main message that Jesus taught in the 4 Gospels. Kind of in a nutshell, real quick. Number 1 is count the cost before you follow me.
Before.
That's one of the main things that Jesus wants to know is do you believe at all cost? You know?
Are you going to do whatever it costs?
The second thing is complete surrender to His will, not our will, and partly His will, or mostly His will, but all of His will.
The comfortableness of your will.
Right. No matter how crazy it sounds, you know, and when I think about it, I'm thinking about when Philip was in Acts chapter 8, the last part of chapter 8, he starts going down a road, and he's told to go down a different road. Well, he meets the eunuch. Well, when he meets the eunuch, the eunuch is reading in Isaiah, and he doesn't understand what he is reading, and Philip ends up telling him what he's reading, and it's about Jesus. Yep. And the eunuch says, I want to be baptized, like right now. And they found some water. He baptized him, and as soon as he comes up out of the water, Philip is translated to another location, like poof, and he's gone, according to what the Bible says, you know. And I believe that God could do that at any time if he chose to do that kind of stuff with anybody. So, you know, when I read the Bible and we experience something kind of similar to what Acts 8 talks about with Philip, you know, all we're doing is following what the Bible's lead is and the instructions and how to do this life, and we're following it to a T as much as we possibly can. And people don't want to do that, and that is, you know, and I'm not condemning anybody, but you got to lead a life that is sold out for Jesus, number one in your life. If that's not what your main purpose is in life, is being sold out for Jesus, then you're all about yourself. You know, you're living in the carnal life and playing the believer part and waiting for Jesus to return and get the free ticket. You know, when He calls us to number 3, this is the third thing, is always be a disciple. You know, if we're not being a disciple, then what are we doing, guys? The whole purpose of this YouTube channel is to show you how to be a disciple and how to follow God in an extraordinary way that you had never seen before, more than likely in your entire life, because nobody leads a life like this. You know, why we're doing this? This is what God said to do. And Satan is fighting it tooth and nail for us to be able to even get a video loaded from her phone to the computer. She's actually got to do 4 of them that will be edited together, and she can't get it done.
I got the first one on there.
Woo! Okay, number 1 is done. She's got 3 more to go.
So I got a whole lot more to go, but yes.
What we're going to do is we're going to eat this great meal that my wife and I have fixed.
It was a team effort.
It's a team effort, and it's just some chicken. There it is right there in the pot.
Spaghetti in our pot.
Spaghetti and chicken, and has spaghetti sauce, and what else is that? Alfredo sauce.
Called pink sauce.
And we call it pink sauce.
Pink sauce.
We learned this in Texas. Mm-hmm. Wasn't it Grand Prairie?
I don't remember what it was, but it was yummy. We went there twice.
Yeah, it was really good. It was an Italian place. We'd never had pink sauce, and we
learned something new.
We don't want it any other way now.
No.
So anyway,
wait, one more thing. One more thing.
Okay.
So we were kind of wondering, and God was saying what? He was saying not to be afraid. He's gonna be with us because this is what God
is calling me.
Yes,
And
he
what does
is.
the front say again?
That's
'Cause
Joshua
I think
1:9.
I know, but it was backwards in the video.
Oh. Well.
All right.
Do not be afraid, for the
God's gonna
Lord
be
is
with
with
us.
you.
We're signing off to eat this good meal, and we will talk to you on another video.
Bye, guys.
Bye.